From now? Oh god.
Wait, from now or from now?
Shut the hell up.
Oh, welcome to Roll for Damage. Oh, welcome to Short's Edge. I hope your day has been great. And we hope you enjoy your stay. But, well, it's already going so smoothly. We should just get right into it and introduce ourselves. Starting with, I'll forgive Stro and make her go last, probably.
Thank you.
Henry.
G'day, I'm Hardway Jones. I stream on Twitch and play Dungeons and Dragons right here at Roll for Damage. And I'll be playing Huck Derry, the Githzerai Artificer today. Let's go with Mike Kohler.
Yes, Mykola, my actual name. Or Nikolai, probably better. I'm going to be playing Solomon Brass. Chuck it to Emily.
Hello, my name is Emily. I'm an actor here in Perth and new to Roll to Damage. I am playing the character Sprout, who is a gnomish druid. And I think I'll pass it to Shro if you are ready.
I finished just in time. I'm eating popcorn. Hi everyone, I am Shro, or Shro Grill. Tonight I'll be playing Abby and Abacus, a wonderful warlock and their familiar, who's currently in a bath.
Yeah, that did occur. We'll wait till Emily does the recap
Yeah.
today. And I'm Dan. I'm your dungeon master for this evening, and with me, the spirits behind the scenes. CM76 is our techie for tonight, and Brepai, who does our lovely art. Please go check them out. They're lovely people. And get right into it. Tabletop swag. If you've been here for 4 episodes before this, you know that they're the sponsors of our show, and currently they're doing a Kickstarter for their Pride enamel pins. They're really cool, aside from the source of cool dice, DM screens, and other accessories. They're a very lovely, inclusive bunch, so you should go check those out. Check the project out. And they also give us the power of giveaways. So throughout this show, you can just put in !ticket or !swag, whatever works, however you feel like it, to enter for a giveaway that we'll draw at the end of the show tonight. And it'll be, I think it's dice. I always think it's dice because it's the coolest swag, maybe biased. Let's do an even bigger giveaway next week, which is our finale. And I'm so shocked that that's what it is. That is, aren't like limited to, but do include like dice, a leather tray, and some other goodies that are just hidden behind the scenes. So you should come check out next week as well, and maybe you can be the lucky winner then too. Only 1 entry per person, though if you double check later in the show and like put in the command a few times, it doesn't disqualify you or anything. So be sure to check so you can potentially win. Without further ado, we have one more player that hasn't done a recap. So, Sprout, take it away.
Alrighty. So there we were in the depths of these woods, surrounded by stiff bears. At the beginning of last week, we decided to finish them off well and good, when suddenly the earth split into multiple fractions. Beams of rainbow light splitting up from the ground. Our horses went wild. I managed to take control of mine, but the others weren't so lucky. As we struggled across this terrain, hoping to make it back to town in one piece, Abby and Solomon disappeared, seemingly leaving us to survive ourselves in this changing forest.
Yeah, that pretty much is. And then we just like cut to good old Solomon and Abby at a spa.
Heated towels.
Anyway, as now that's over. We'll get right back into it. What happened last? Where were we? Before I was consumed by the darkness incarnate. Fuck, it was
Oh
Huck's
no.
last. It was Huck's last turn.
Got amnesia.
It's like,
Incarnates.
okay. Huck moved last, so we begin with Solomon. You are currently at a spa with Abby. How'd you feel? What's happening? What's going on over there?
I don't understand why you need a heated towel to make your pores bigger, right? That seems counterintuitive. Also, we should go get our friends, Abby. This may be not the best time for a spa.
Yes to the first, yes to the second, and thirdly, I'm not quite sure why you'd say that. It's always.
Which part?
It's not time for a spa. It's always time for a spa. Isn't that what land people do?
I mean, occasionally, at certain moments in time.
And this is a
Generally
certain
not.
moment, is it not?
A very
We
specific
are
particular-
heroes.
Not if we leave our friends behind.
Okay, so hang on. Oh, we should go help them. Yes.
Yes.
Let us go. Okay. Heated towels to go.
Get your heated towels to go. Abby, can you please make me an Arcana check, please? As we move
Am I
on
at
to
advantage
your
because I'm
turn.
relaxed?
Sure, you know what? I'll give it to you.
Oh, what? Okay, advantage. Yeah, hell yeah! I need it right now. Fuck.
Destiny has decreed.
I'm at
Yeah.
advantage, right? I'm not at disadvantage this time. Yeah, no, it just
It's
hates
a
me.
9. It's
It
a
just-
9 and not a 6. You do recall that there's a limitation to how far you can travel with Dimension Door. It just so happened that there is a valid place within that certain range, though you're not quite sure if you're 9 how far you actually travel.
Got it. Okay. um, right. So there's a problem as we're walking and talking. We should go get help to assist.
Yeah.
Preferably the speedy kind. So there's a slight problem. I obviously brought us here. I can put us back,
Right.
maybe, but I don't know how far away that is. I don't know how many liters that is. How many?
Wait, did you say lieges?
What legions or liters, whatever it is that land people use.
Leagues?
Yes, water displacement liters. Is that not how you measure? Anyway, wherever you land people, how far away they are, I don't know how far that is. So I can only do so much, and I've probably done maybe this much or this much. I can put us there, and I can't bring us back.
Right.
Possibly.
Could you put us there with some extra fast horses?
No.
Tricky.
If the horses are willing, but I can only take one of them and not you.
I see.
So what do you guys do? By the way, the time is going. So when I switch back to the other guys, a few rounds are gonna
Oh no.
elapse depending on how long you take over here.
Should we just run? It's
Just
only a
run.
couple hundred yards.
Is
Just
it?
run?
Yeah. Right. Do we run?
Okay.
Let's just find some horses. I would like to just find the nearest couple of horses, and we're just gonna take the horse and fucking go.
You're going to GTA some horses.
Well, I mean, I haven't been told that you can't do that, so that's what I'm going to proceed to do.
I'm
Make
sure
me an
there's a-
investigation check for a horse.
I'll also like to look for some horses.
A land
Oh,
horse.
both of you.
Land horse.
You don't get advantage on this one.
Land horse.
You're not relaxed anymore. 13. You don't really see many horses. You do see like a merchant caravan And then you don't see solo horses, they're like pulling carts.
Okay. Permission from the DM. May I transform Abacus into a horse?
I don't think that's quite how it works.
A seahorse with legs?
That's terrifying.
Tentacles?
Abacus can probably turn into a seahorse and I'll let him breathe air, but it's not really useful at this
No, it's
juncture.
not.
I'm just gonna jump.
Okay, detective, I'm a lot of ideas. Assist. My brains aren't able to process.
We're just gonna have to break the law and steal the horses from the merchants. Just for this moment, it's borrowing. All right, hop on
We're
one.
heroes.
Hmm?
We're heroes.
Sure. We'll steal some horses. We'll GTA some merchant horses.
Okay, so you approach, I assume, with incredible haste to the merchant caravan with being pulled by two horses. It is sadly, I guess, for them, unattended currently, as people are, or I'd say unattended where the driver would be, because they're currently taking the goods and shifting them out of the cart. And it's like covered.
Just jump on the horses, like untie the connecty bits, and
So
you
I
do
don't know if
this-
we'd have any gold, but I'm just gonna pocket and just throw it at the cart.
we're just borrowing these. We'll bring them back.
How much gold do you have currently, Abby?
I don't know. I've never used it.
How much
don't
gold do you have in
buy
your
things.
inventory?
Oh wait, no.
How much is your starting gold? Let's say you have like 15.
Like,
And can I have somebody in chat please roll a d10, exclamation point, roll space 10.
yeah,
That's never a
'cause-
good sign.
But
I was
Coleman,
gonna-
can you just please make me a dexterity check or sleight of hand, whichever is better, on how swift you get to untie these horses from the cup.
Does a 0 succeed?
Thank you.
I don't think I've
Dennis in a
ever
roller
seen
dash.
I've got a
Okay.
shield in one hand, a hammer in the other. I'm trying to
It's not budging. You actually make the knot worse. It's even tighter and probably harder.
All right, damn it, Abby, we just gotta take the caravan with us.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
You ride on. So we go back to the people at the scene. The Undulus is bearing down. Pretty auroras, are blissful and pretty, and there's a quiet hum that covers the air, and also a bunch of cracking rock floating now, as if, or starting to float and dislodging themselves from the ground, being coated in this rainbow aura, and starting to float as if there's just no gravity around. And we go to good old Billy. Billy is the best bro and picks up Huck that's currently prone on the ground from falling over. Yeah, you're right. Falling over by being bucked by his horse last time. Huck, you see the platinum coin around 20 feet in front of you, and the rainbow bench that Sprout has determined previously but hasn't told anyone that was like incredibly dangerous is creating this wall that comes about, it fades, but it comes about to around 5 to 7 feet high. And you have to go around, if you do decide to go around, it'll take you an extra 10 feet to clear it currently, unless the battlefield changes, but that's the moment.
Okay.
Edric's turn.
Just
Just like because they picked you up. But yeah, sorry.
Just a quick question, Dan. I think last session, me being flung from my horse, would that have incited a concentration check? Because I don't believe I did one for the long strider that I have cast on Diedrich and on Billy.
Nope, you're fine.
I'm fine. Wonderful.
You took no damage. If you landed on the vent, most likely yes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah, for Diedrich's go, he actually doesn't notice that the coin fell. He keeps going and keeps turning to look back at you guys and sees you being picked up by Billy. Huck. See if he notices his coin. Nope. It lies buried by the flower petals, but it's angled in such a way that people that aren't in front of it can see it, as in like towards Shore's Edge. The flower petals of the meadows. And he keeps going. He keeps going for the horse's speed, which is 50 feet. He looks like he is, or 60, sorry, from Longstrider. And now he's 20, 60, 110 away from Shore's Edge. And you still do notice, both of you, the horse is going as fast as it can. Like, mechanically, it's probably using its dash as well, but it's not getting further. Probably that weird spatial phenomenon that you felt much earlier in the day, a few hours ago. And Sprout, we're back at you. You're currently, I think, 160?
Like away from town?
Yeah, away from town. That's the distance to clear.
Yes. Okay. So I've seen Oh, hold on. Sorry, my brain is blanking.
All good.
So Huck's been thrown from his horse, was it? Or was it Diedrich? My brain's
Huck was, and then he's currently being picked up. He's standing. He's no longer prone.
Okay.
He's with Billy, and his horse is currently out of control.
Right. Okay, can I turn my horse back around to try and let Huck share my horse with me? Considering I'm quite small, I feel like that wouldn't be too much of a strain on the horse.
Sure. There's currently a wall, a prismatic wall.
There is, isn't there?
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
Between you.
That's true.
You could potentially position yourself so maybe if I could somehow leap over the wall, you can get him.
Like a gazelle.
Yeah, like a gazelle. This is just the two of them just like gallop over majestically with petals. You just see that in your mind's eye for some reason. But yeah, there is currently a wall, a prismatic wall separating you two. And if you recall, you still have in your mind palace a safe route if you decide to, like right now, if you decide to take it.
Sorry, just give me 2 seconds.
Oh, good. We just briefly cut back to GTA
Shore's Edge.
GTA Shore's Edge. With the caravan, the crates are falling out from behind. The carts tumbling, making it way less and probably, make you guys faster, which is a good thing.
And put us in debt.
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll be okay.
Okay.
This is an okay thing to do in this particular situation.
We're good people. We are saving things. We are heroes, yes. This is what we do.
Yeah, sure. Hopefully not too often.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Are you ready? All right, we go back.
Yes.
Back in the scene.
Can I wild shape?
Yes.
Can I leap off my horse and wild shape into a war horse?
Oh goodness. Yes, you can.
Big horse time. It is big horse time.
Big horse
I'm
time.
calling it. Yes.
All right. That's your action, yes?
Yes.
To do. Okay.
Um,
You still have
and-
your movement and bonus action.
Yes. So after transforming into this giant horse, can I take a chance and leap through that rainbow barrier to reach Huck?
You've done it. The mad woman. Can you please make me an athletics or acrobatics check to leap over?
Do I get to choose?
Yes.
Cool. We'll go athletics. Oh, did that work? Oh, that's done something strange.
Okay. Wait, let me look up Warhorse just so we see that you don't have gotten rudely. Warhorse athletics +4. So that is actually a 10. That's not quite enough. You leap over, but the very pretty ferocious light raises just the middle part of your body. You clear it, and hopefully you have enough hit points for it. You
Let's
take
find out.
1 point of each of the following damage types:
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
acid, cold, fire, force, lightning, necrotic, poison, psychic, radiant, and thunder, for a total of 10 points.
I think that should be fine.
Yep, my Warhorse hit points is 19.
Okay, cool. Yes, I'm halfway down. That's fine.
You get there. You're ready. Horse Sprout is next to Billy and Sprout. Oh, sorry, Billy and Huck. That's what I meant to say.
Awesome. Can I, for like a bonus action, I guess, like bend down my front 2 legs to like indicate that he should hop on?
I'd
Oh.
say you can just like when you leapt over, you landed in that fashion.
Oh yeah, like a horse superhero landing.
Yeah,
Sure,
horse
why
version
not?
of a
Why not?
superhero landing. Should just change this episode title to like equestrian like adventures or something.
Yes.
Billy, look, a magical horse has come to save us.
And I attempt to climb on and say,
Go, friend, show them the meaning of haste.
Oh, wow.
Yes. I am loving this.
Okay, you climb onto the horse. I'll let Sprout Horse to take over Huck's movement for the round. So where do you want to go, Sprout Horse?
Where do I want to go?
Yeah.
How
you
much of a
currently
movement have
Huck.
I? Half?
Let's say because you do have to be somewhat like prone, and I guess because you did take damage that you're at half this round.
Okay,
And
so
the
I have
war
30
horse.
feet to move.
Yeah,
Cool. I'll start booking it towards the town around the
around this time.
danger rainbow. Yes.
The danger rainbow. Danger bow.
The danger bow.
Okay, Huck was like, did not move really from 200 feet. He got just bucked from the horse, and it cost you 10 extra to go back. So you guys, the squad, the half squad, is currently 180 from the towards edge. And now, can I have someone in chat please roll 1d8?
Oh no.
Let's just do 3 1d8s. The first 3 people. Also, you lose 5 gold pieces, Abby, but I don't think you care currently.
Gold means nothing to me.
That's a 7 on the first one. Then I got a 3. We'll start on that 7. All right, Sprout, it's your turn currently. We'll go back to you because there's GTA happening over there, over yonder. Oh yeah, that counts as a fail. So you lose one of your little Pokemon boys.
Oh,
We have
no.
3 left. Oh, Billy's also like moving,
This is
grooving,
not good.
and Friedrich also moves closer. He's around 50 feet from town and looks behind. What'd you do, Sprout? Do you just dash? You just keep dashing? You're muted, by the way.
Sorry about that. My
okay.
cat has lent on my keyboard. I didn't know. Doing cat things. Yes, I will dash and I'm just gonna book it.
Okay, Warhorse.
I have 60 feet movement.
Oh, you move 60 feet. You're now 120 feet. And yeah, that's your turn unless you take anything else. You move and dash and only get 60 feet.
At half movement, was it?
No, it's fine. You have your bonus action still. It's more like you
because
notice
my regular
when you're
speed
running.
is 60.
Yeah, when you're running, even when you're like dashing, you hover the same. You notice now as you're like
Okay.
exerting more effort, like the more effort you put in to leave, the more it is restraining you.
Oh, so like a rip, like if I was in an ocean and I was trying to swim against it and it was just not looking good. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay, Huck, it is your go. You're currently on Sprout.
Okay. I apologize if you can hear a banging in the background, by the way. There's some fireworks for some reason. I am going to whisper down into the magical horse's ear and say,
Before we go, do you mind if I just quickly grab that shiny thing over there? It's kind of important. I think it has something to do with his life, you know?
I sort of gesture towards Dietrich and point towards the coin that's currently sitting on the ground.
How far away is the coin?
From you guys, like Dietrich cleared the prismatic wall. The detour would cost you, I think, 10 feet. You're quite close to it, but you have to go like, and then like go back.
Does this count as Huck's movement or? Okay. Am I allowed to go back and grab it? I'm not sure how.
You're always allowed to do things.
No, but in terms of like movement and stuff. No, cool. I'll go back. I'm always allowed to do things. I'm gonna hold you to that. Thank you, Dan.
You're always allowed to
We've
do
got that
things
on
unless
stream.
it's
Like
crime.
universal permission.
Yeah. Well, we've got that on camera now. Thank you.
Oh dear.
Cool. Yeah, I'll kindly go back to the coin. I'm gonna huff though. You know how horses huff to make it clear, like this is not the priority right now, buddy.
Okay. Did you? I'll let you push yourself for a skill challenge if you want to risk losing another one of your things.
Sure. I'm doing all right in terms of chances.
Okay, roll me an athletics check, please. It's just your strength, and we'll just add 4 to it
Cool.
instead of what you roll.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh wow, that's terrible.
What is
That's
that
2 plus
happening?
4, so that's actually a 6. You know, I can probably
Oh,
make
that's
this
better than
easier.
a 5.
Yeah, it is better than a 5. Yeah, you try and push further and steer yourself towards the coin, which isn't that hard to find, especially when Huck pointed it out.
Mm-hmm.
But that sensation of the almost unseen riptide, I suppose, gets even heavier for you exerting extra movement in this weird space. You don't suffer, you don't feel like you suffer anything, you don't take any damage, you don't trip over or anything, but you do feel more tired.
Okay.
And that's no fail. You have 2 left via Sprout. That's a big warhorse boy. No one can see it in chat, but I'm just trying to give you a warhorse so you can open it yourself.
Yay.
And you don't have to like roll in players' journals. Okay. And I have, please, while I'm doing this, who's steering the GTA cart?
I think Solomon would be.
Solomon. Don't trust the little 8 tentacle octopus.
Emily, you should have the warhorse now. And she is really big warhorse. Or in your list of things. Okay, Solomon, can you please roll me an animal handling check for your GTA troubles? Wow. All right, you bump into a few food stalls.
Oh God, I'm a little too relaxed from a brief visit to the spa. It's okay. A little.
You're too
it's
relaxed.
okay.
You're too relaxed. Okay. I'm actually Abacus. Does that help?
As in, like.
Are you greatly concerned at this moment?
I was gravely concerned to begin with. Hold
Slap him
on.
across the face.
Wait.
You take 1 point of slapping damage.
Abby.
Are you not relaxed?
Well, no, not anymore.
Perfect.
Can you please look at the back and see if you can find something to help?
Yes. I'll throw Abacus into the back of the cart. I search.
Are you an octopus? Or are you like a trident?
Are you not stressed? And I'm gonna be into Abacus and look in the back of the cart for something like a firework to make us go faster.
And please make me an investigation check.
Like a cannon. I don't know. This is terrible.
It's that thing in GTA where you turn the tank backwards and shoot the cannon to go faster.
Yes. What the hell? We're not at disadvantage. What is this?
You don't see anything, though. You guys aren't part of the skill challenge, so your failures, matter significantly less to the people that potentially might get trapped in there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was gonna say ours matter more because we're the help.
You see, as Abacus, you see the last crate topple out of the cart, and then now that it's like 30 feet away, it opens up and you see fireworks.
I found fireworks.
That light 'em? I don't know.
No.
All right, let's switch back over to the people in the Undulus, Sprout, and Huck for that matter. First Billy keeps following you guys and keeps pace for some reason, somehow. He's slightly slower than a warhorse, so he starts to drift back, but he continues to follow. Daedric finally makes it out of town, or into town rather. He's at 0, finish line music. He turns around to see you guys still booking it. And like anyone by the stands of a sports festival, he keeps chanting and gesturing you guys to, come on! You can barely hear him. And Sprout, at the start of your turn, as well as Huck, you feel, as magic casters, a sudden increase in the density of the, shall we say, just ether or magical energy around you. Like the very fabric of the weave feels much closer.
All right.
We're resolving the 3 of the d8s. So Sprout, it's your turn. What do you do? Oh, yeah, you're steering over to get the
Yes.
platinum coin.
Yes, I would like to do that.
Do you drive by? Do you stop and then go?
I think I will head towards it, maybe lean like one leg down so that Huck can reach down and grab it. And then
Okay.
as soon as I think he's got it, I'm gonna start booking it again.
Okay. Can you make me a perception check? That's just you as a person, because you're a druid. Just make your perception check as Sprout.
Cool.
You need not use the warhorse stats.
Oh, finally.
Oh, wow. Excellent. Great. So that's your sort of held action, and then you will continue your movement. Later, up. Here's your go.
Well, I'm going to attempt to grab the coin, if possible.
Yeah, sure. Make me, this is a pretty fast thing, so let's say a sleight of hand check.
Very well. Sleight of hand. Come on, don't crash, don't crash. There we go.
4.
We're cursed.
You don't grab it. That's another fail for you, Mr. Huxer. And thankfully, due to your perception check, Sprout, you know he doesn't have it. Do you stay?
Is there any way I'm able to grab the coin with my mouth, with my horse mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty good. Can you make me a sleight of hand check yourself?
Sleight of
We're just
mouth.
doing it now instead of you moving.
So is this like a lie check?
Oh,
Well,
what is
We're cursed!
happening? This might be the hardest round of rolls we've had.
I want to roll a disadvantage just to see what happens.
that's a failure. You're both on 1 remaining. And yeah, I don't know what to say. Do you try and bite
Fair enough.
into the ground with where the coin is, and you get a mouthful of flowers and petals and
I don't know how to
leaves?
use my dumb horse mouth.
Your first time being a warhorse, and you or at least also this is a very stressful situation. You're probably like, "No, come on," with your mouth, and the coin is just slightly out of reach. Sometimes even like it bounces out of your teeth. It's the worst. Currently the worst.
That is pretty bad.
Okay, well, I must now inflict pain, and hopefully you guys
More?
will be fine. More pain? I have done nothing of the sort.
Mm-hmm.
Did you curse these dice?
Maybe.
Dan's programmed roll 20.
Can I have the well, Puck and Sprout, as well as Billy? Can you all please make me Constitution saving throws?
Ooh.
Oh no.
You would not believe this. I am quite disappointed. Billy is still set to always whisper,
Oh.
but he got a
No.
double natural 20. So he is fine.
Yes.
Billy is fine.
Billy soaked up the good rolls.
Billy is so ready, and he's so concerned as the same kind of mud that Billy generates that you noticed, the ones that you remember quickly harden and try to, stop you in your tracks before, erupts out of the ground from nowhere and coat all of you. Billy was just like continues to shed more of the mud and just kind of like spilled out of him like a weird mud bath. And it hardened along the ground, like, yeah, I'm good, I'm ready. And then he looks over to you guys as you are both currently restrained by this mud. Like this wave washed over you, it's slick, and then it's just immediately hard.
So he's helped us or he's fucked us?
He's fine.
Ah,
Billy is fine. He's more like he washed the mud off himself, but he couldn't do that for you guys because he just emits mud, if you recall.
oh, I see. That's good.
And he is concerned for your well-being. As Sprout, it is your turn. You can repeat this Constitution saving throw to break out of it. As the warhorse. Oh, as the warhorse. Wait, that might matter. You rolled a 10? No, it's still a +1. Keep going, everything's fine. Nothing is fine is Shore's Edge. How dare you? Shore's Edge is perfectly fine. I say that, but there's a GTA cart running rampant.
Did the fireworks explode, by the way? Feel like
No.
they- Oh,
They might.
Abby. Eldritch Blast the fireworks.
I was
mean, I
just
can't-
about to.
I can't hear right now if you're saying anything.
Emily,
Is my mic being?
Yeah,
There we
yeah,
go.
there we
Is that
go.
better?
Yes.
it's
Sorry about
Banjo.
that. Yes,
God.
it is his fault.
Banjo.
So
What were you saying?
Before,
I saw you were just saying
Yes.
something.
before I can run, I'll have to make a con saving
Yes, that's
throw.
correct.
Okay. Well, my main concern is running away, so I guess I'll do that. I'll make it.
You are currently
I am
the person who
currently-
has to move, yes.
Yes. Cool. Sure, we'll do another one as the warhorse this time.
You just have to click con.
Oh
on the
no,
rules.
on the warhorse. That's
That's
no
a that's a failure.
good. It
um,
sure is.
Sprout. Which means you lose your last token.
Oh, that's rough.
That's 0. You feel stopped. Like time for you just ceased
Oh.
or slowed down. You can you still have Huck on you. You see that, you feel that you're a horse, but
Mhm.
you can't do anything. All your thoughts stop, or is it blunted by something? Huck,
Alrighty.
mid gallop, still sort of frozen by the mud that's hardened. You don't feel Sprout move. Not even trying to resist the mud anymore. You felt that, and it's immediately ceased. It is your go. You're currently restrained by the mud.
All right. Will it take my action to try and get myself out of the mud?
No.
Okay.
This is actually like a free thing where if you fail again, you can't take any actions. But if you pass, you're okay.
Okay. I would like to attempt to get out of the mud, and
Of course, I would hope that was the case.
oh yes, but I'm also Do I need to declare that I'm going to be using one of my d6s beforehand, or can I use it after the fact?
You can use it after the fact.
Okay, well let's just see how this goes, shall we? Constitution. Oh, that'll do.
Nice, you break out of it.
Nice. Okay. Finally, our luck is turning around. Now, I would like to attempt to help Sprout, if I can.
Sure, in what way? To help her break out of the mud?
The mud, yeah. The mud is hardened, you say, yeah?
That's correct. She looks like a petrified warhorse. But not necessarily so.
Oh, gotta get you moving. Sprout, I hope you can forgive me for this.
I take out the cannon. And
Yeah, you take out the cannon.
I try to hit as much mud as possible to try and avoid any body shots. And I would like to attempt to fire the force ballista to blast Sprout out of her mud casing.
Wow, sure, make an attack roll, please. With your force ballista. Nice. You blast Sprout out the casing. The force bullet impacts. Thankfully, Sprout, you only take 2 points of force damage from that like pierced through the casing, and it just kind of crashed and scattered behind Sprout. Pup, you notice now that Sprout is floating mid-gallop, but now that the mud is no longer attached to them, they should fall and continue.
This is very unusual. That's my action, I believe. Oh, no, bonus action, because it's
That was your bonus action, yeah?
because it's cannon.
What do you do?
I climb back onto Sprout. If I can, if that's...
Sure.
Yep. And
Okay, magical horse lady. Let's get out of here.
and I would like to cast Expeditious Retreat. Oh, the casting time is a bonus action, so I would like to not cast Expeditious Retreat. I would instead like to... You know what? I will cast... I'll recast Longstrider, and I'll once again cast it on Billy, and this time I will cast it on Sprout instead of Dietrich. At
Okay.
a second level spell slot.
You do so. You sense no change in Sprout. You still have the carrot that you put in for Longstrider for Billy,
Come on.
like disappears, and a second carrot appears again, and he's like, "Oh yes," and then keeps going, but is concerned that Sprout isn't moving. So on his turn, which is right now, well, Dietrich's not here anymore, which is right now, he tackles Sprout. He is definitely not that strong. Verse 17, you clear. You're 120, you're 100 feet away from Shor's Edge. And Billy is 120 feet. And it's like riding a horse in a merry-go-round. Unmoving, Sprout just floats from the transferred inertia 20 feet and comes to a stop.
What the fuck? This is Billy. I don't know what's going on, but Sprout turned into a horse, and now the horse has turned into a balloon. We need to work together and get her out of here quickly.
At the start of what would be Sprout's turn, we'll resolve that 2 that was rolled. And the feeling of the weave being pressed so close to you. Oh, right, I forgot. Huck, because you cast Longstrider last round, that spell did not cost you any spell slots.
Interesting.
The feeling abates, and now you feel lightweight. And you see Billy start to coast the air, walking, galloping on nothing in particular.
We're
Sprout can't do anything in their turn, or they ran out of tokens. Huck, it's your turn.
This is Billy. Sort of call out to him. Can he? Is he okay?
Yeah, he seems very confused, but okay. He was expecting to feel grass or ground or whatever, but it's just air. But he continues to gallop, focused in trying to catch up with you guys with a carriage hanging overhead, like a lantern guiding him towards Shore's Edge.
Okay, I can do this. I would like to cast Enlarge on myself.
Okay, you do so. That does cost you spell slots this time.
It does. And as I sort of take out a just a tiny little like one of those hooch bottles, but it's like a miniature one. Like if you were to get one from Coles or something, like a miniature one, and then just instantly, and I would like to pluck Sprout horse just out of the air, and
Easy.
and attempt to reach Billy and do the same.
Oh. Okay, I'll say that costs your Billy's pretty, like far back behind you guys, so I'll say you lose half of your movement for this round, including your bonus action to grab and then wait and then also grab Billy, catch him as he's like floating in the air.
okay. We're going back to Shore's Edge. Everything's gonna be fine.
Weightless, and you too, even when you're enlarged.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I don't feel heavy, but rest assured, I'm heavy enough to carry you home. and yeah, I guess that's all I can do this round.
Okay, so you move. You're 100 feet, and your speed as a person is 30. So that puts you at 70. And when you move, you feel the wind pick up from under you. And instead of walking, the next 6 seconds, you feel like you're flying.
Oh! I'm airborne. Oh boy.
All right, so can somebody in chat please roll me a d6, please?
Chat, chat, be good.
Who hasn't done it yet? That exclamation point, roll space 6. It's like a superhero. Aww.
Abacus can't even roll dice, man.
5. Well, Solomon and Abby,
Oh,
you guys keep going. Can I have another animal handling check, please, Solomon?
As we're doing that, Solomon's trying to pull out the golden coin. Abby, you got anything that'd make my voice louder? Or just bring a whole lot of attention to ourselves?
Yes, but you're not gonna like it.
That's fine, just do it.
Yeah, okay. Okay. I don't quite.
Plan.
Oh God. Okay. I'm gonna cast lightning bolt at the fireworks.
Oh. Wow, that's a lot of. That's a lot.
Yes.
Describe what your lightning bolt looks like, if it looks any special.
Basically an ocean storm, lightning bolt, but there's just like it's angrier, it's bigger, and probably like a flash of a shadow of some deep sea entity in the darkness that surrounds it as it flashes, and then explosion.
The lightning bolt hits the crate, and you see a bunch of sparks light up within. There's one loose firework that got immediately lit, shoots up into the air and explodes, and people get shocked and panic momentarily before they're like, oh, a firework. Yeah, a firework to celebrate the Undulus currently happening. This is great. Everything's great. And a few moments later, way more fireworks scattering in chaotic directions that no one could probably calculate, just everywhere. A bunch of people start hiding in places. Your horse is also in a panic and would introduce disadvantage on animal handling checks.
Solomon kind of looks back. Okay, good job. I learned I need to be more particular in the future. He'll just start shouting out, if there's a mage in Shore's Edge, meet us near the barrier to the Undulus, please.
Wow.
And he's just gonna like hold the gold coin up. I will buy your spells.
Jaw!
You roll me a persuasion check, please, at disadvantage of the loud fireworks currently happening.
I do have one paladin ability I haven't used yet called the Emissary of Peace.
Do you want to use it? Sure. Use it now. Whatever.
17.
Oh, 17. Man, you rolled low. That's a plus 10.
Okay.
17. For a moment, there's a wave of tranquility that emanates from the GTA cart. The fireworks seem to go quieter and your voice take over the scene. You feel like people have heard you.
Ooh. Sending it.
Why didn't you do that before?
It's not something I do often. I don't know.
Okay. We go back to people in the Undulus. 70 feet away. Sprout, you can't do anything for your out of tokens. You're in stasis. You feel yourself, well, you don't feel anything, but you see yourself move. Your eyes just forward.
Right.
Bobbing because you're being carried by Huck right now.
Cool.
And Huck, this is your turn.
All right. I would like to obviously break concentration on Longstrider to use my bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat upon myself. Now, carrying both of my friends, there is no need for them to have Longstrider.
Also, is enlarge a concentration spell.
Ah. Didn't math that one out, did I?
No.
Very well. I shall not be casting Expeditious Retreat on myself. What I shall instead be doing is using the dash action.
You dash. You're closer to the town. Without dashing, that puts you at 40 feet. The spatial distortion that you've been feeling, that Sprout has also been feeling, when you exert more to leave the Undulus, it restrains you more. Gets less the closer you are in the town. And you almost make it. As you see all of you at the end of your turn, and at the end of Billy's turn, and you see Diedrich's joyful face being really close by, and the ground cracking around you. It's as if you left a trail of disaster behind you as you run. The end of the fourth turn happens as 5 was rolled, 5 minus 1. And you see your vision on the outside start to cloud over with the same rainbow glow. And Solomon and Abby, you make it there with your 16 as you watch an enlarged Huck carry a horse, and Billy, you don't see Sprout anywhere, get coated with that rainbow glow and blink out of existence.
Cool.
Abby, where do they go? I look behind us. Do you think they went to the spa as well?
My ocean intuition says yes.
Is that a lie? Are you trying to make me feel better?
I'm an octopus.
Yeah, we still need to broach that. First, our friends. Is there any way to figure out what could have happened? Is it the same?
Shit.
Can you roll?
Can
either
I-
of you roll me an Arcana check, please?
I was gonna say, can I use my
Diedrich is dead
reaction?
too.
Can I use my reaction? DM?
Diedrich doesn't know. Yes.
Can I use my reaction?
You do what?
I want to cast Mind Spike on Huck.
What?
Trust me! Wait, who else is with him? Is it just Huck and Sprout and the horse? Who else?
And Billy.
And
Billy,
Billy.
I cast Mind Spike on Billy.
Are you sure about this?
Yes, because I know where they disappear. It's a location. It's literally a tracker. I know where they are. While
Billy,
you have this knowledge, the target can't become hidden from you.
Billy, though.
Billy is a gazelle. Maybe cast it on me.
I'm casting it on him because I don't want to kill you. He's cannon fodder to me.
Okay. Wow. All right. Oh,
Oh my
please roll me an
god!
intelligence check. Please roll me an intelligence check first. I, you weren't here before. So even with your 9, you don't know how exactly fragile wake gazelles are, but they're pretty fragile.
Blow up.
But you do it anyway. Okay, can you? It is an action spell, so I have to make you roll a essentially initiative check
Oh god.
versus the Undulus.
Hang on. In hindsight, this feels so.
What do you
This
do?
is meta.
What do you do? What do you do right now?
I'm gonna say no to Mind Spike because hindsight, this is very meta, and I don't want to do that.
Cool. They blink out of existence.
Yep. I'm sorry, guys, but I'm not gonna meta that. I can't do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Here we go.
Arcana check.
Yep. Solomon, you don't know anything.
Oh, no.
Nice.
Mm.
You saw Daedric's notes. Daedric, you see Daedric on his horse. So much stress and shock is clearly written on his face. He can't think clearly on what's happening when he sees the person that really has, or one of the people, 2 people that have gotten him out of the shell of just sitting in a tavern, just get blinked out. But you do recall, Abby, as you glanced over at Daedric's notes, that
I copied his notes.
that them disappearing isn't necessarily the end, though it's pretty bad. As in, on his notes that, and the theory currently is that animals go to wherever and then come back changed, or somehow the Undulus changed them, and that's why there's various different elemental animals. They get imbued with elemental energy, and you recall that no person has come back.
Ah.
We're gonna get him back.
We need to do a U-turn and go to the spa.
No spa. Not right
Well,
now.
we're not
No
staying here. They've gone to get changed.
We need to see like a wizard or something.
Here, look at my notes. I copied his notes while you were all not looking. Basically this means that no person's ever come back from the Undulus.
Well, that's okay. We'll have it first.
Current theories show, yes.
Yeah. But animals that go into the Undulus get changed into the new zone that they're getting put into. Ish.
Right.
Like the
Well.
wolf might have been a forest wolf, and then the Undulus changed to a flowery cottage meadow, and it became a flowery wolf, right?
Yes.
They've done that. So no person has come back. Maybe they're not coming back as persons. Maybe they are, but
Well.
we can still be good people. We can still get them back.
Yes,
This
that's
is
exactly what
key.
we are gonna do. That we are gonna be pioneers. We will find the first people that survive the Undulus.
We're
Have that
pioneers.
scary book back. We will begin our investigation.
Diedrich notices you guys, thinking you just arrived, and shakes his head and walks over with the horse. As I'm just gonna read this block of text. Can I have Abby and Solomon to please make me perception checks? Nice. The environment crumbles and breaks away, coated in the same rainbow hue as the curtains of the light above. More and more gather into this tendril-like formations that Abby you're so used to, but the process keeps going and consumed by the loud yet serene humming sounds. Through that, Stallman, with your 18, you hear something heavy moving, rotating, like with a Doppler effect caused by the breeze of its passing, but you don't see anything. Now, wildlife scatters from all corners of the terrain, displaced by the cracking of the earth one by one, blinking out the same way that Puck and that horse and Billy happened to them. All the rock, the plants, and the remaining animals that haven't blinked out yet float freely, slightly drifting from the remaining inertia, as if gravity just vanished from the whole region everywhere but where you are. Below, the bedrock is revealed, both of you notice, to the naked eye, miles deep, also emanating the same currents of light as above. Conclude that there's probably a limit to how much area the Undulus transforms, at least height-wise. Now lit from below and from above, there's a vicious frenzy as the floating debris scatter with immense speed in all directions, downwards, locking with each other into place, filling the hole that it once left, but not in the same way. You both notice, especially Summon, in the east, what looks like a faint star rising up. But you realize, Solomon, with your 18, it's a reflection from its metallic surface. You cannot make much details from the distance, but you can gather it's not any natural structure you've seen, and your view becomes obscured as some of the debris that did not go towards the ground actually gathered up around this star into a floating spherical object, consuming it like its own little planet. After a minute or so, the sphere and the land, if you can even call it that right now, is left perfectly flat in a chaotic mosaic made up of everything that came before, including bodies of the unfortunate. You notice some gods that left towards the wolf, tangled in a mess caught between rocks and bark. The surface of the planetoid starts to pulsate in this radiant glow, growing brighter and brighter until there's a flash. You are momentarily blinded as the planetoid splits into two, albeit smaller spheres, into two different directions, one towards the north and one further into the east. The one going northward igniting into a miniature star, while the other to the east being pummeled by unseen force into a faint gray moon. The sky between the two cut cleanly into day and night, like a perfect border, no twilight in between. A rainbow wave is then emitted from both celestial bodies downwards, scattering towards the ground, traveling across the perfectly flat lands. And as it passes over, The one below the sun turns to sand. By the moon, snow. When the waves meet in the middle, the ground immediately cracks into a cliff. The snow side crashes down while the desert side goes up. And with an outward shockwave, winds buffet through the area, shaping dunes made of sand and snow. A minuscule amount of trees compared to this space sprout randomly in the new tundra, while in the distance, in the desert below the sun, even from this distance, you see a faint cluster of green reach upwards before stopping about a quarter of the way there. Solomon, at this point in time, you have the coin, yes?
I do, yeah.
You see the surface of the coin that used to say free stuff with a thumbs up. Start to have 5 holes, just in sequential order, 3 of which glow, leaving 2 in the dark. On the surface, the thumbs up changes into an image of a horse overlaid with the profile of Sprout, Puck, and Huck, rather. A projection, a holographic projection emits outwards, showing exclamation marks and writing. You're not quite sure. Can I have everyone's languages, please?
Ooh. Oh, okay. Primordial, abyssal, infernal,
Okay.
common.
Wholesome. Common, dwarvish, giant, orc, goblin, and sylvan.
Okay, can you both make me intelligence checks? Just raw intelligence.
No,
Yikes.
abacus sucks.
Let's see the difference.
Help!
Diedrich, you know what any of this writing says?
He goes, I haven't seen this before. That symbol over there, he points, it's upside down from his perspective. But he moves over to watch, elevated by his own horse. That is the root word for like help. And you see 2 holographic images, one with a tick and one with an X.
So, if we press the tick, is that gonna be good or bad?
Sorry, I'm not quite sure, but that's them, isn't it? I mean, if they're bonded with the coin, then he now remembers that he has his own and pats himself and checks, but he doesn't have it. Puck has it.
I wait. Their souls are in the coin. Is that what you're saying?
Oh God, what if their souls are in the coin? Wait, think. Well, that if the souls are in the coin, that means they're dead. I don't think that's the case.
Solomon's gonna start waving his hand at the tick.
You wave your hand for the tick, and you hear a voice just in your mind, only Solomon at intense or increased volume. Abby, you hear it quite faintly saying, "The choice has been acknowledged. Please stand by."
What is this? Takes a step back.
Can I
The
make
images
like
disappear. It's perfectly flat now. The three shining lights blink out one at a time.
can I make some sort of a check? Like Arcana or Wisdom or something to try and commune with my boss?
Sure, roll me a raw charisma check.
Is Solomon's using his divine sense?
No, I'm sorry.
The land sucks!
What was that, Solomon?
I'll use a divine sense, see if I can sense anything.
You don't sense anything aside from the weird, the octopus, the fiend, but like, it's pretty much it. Nothing that you're not used to. Not even on the coin. Yeah, I'm about to put us in break.
No. I was just like, how has all this happened? And we're not even at the break.
Yeah.
We need a wizard.
We can trade. Can we trade? You people use these gold shiny things to purchase or trade or hire things. Yes.
Yeah. Yes. I think that's what this coin was trying to say, but I don't know because we couldn't read the goddamn writing.
Can I have a? No, I can't. We already tried that. This is probably a really, really bad idea.
What are you thinking of doing?
I'm thinking of trying to write that rune.
Okay.
And like, if there's a surface that we're standing on, I'd like to try and draw it.
Sure. It's quite fresh in your mind, so I'll just say you do it.
Yeah, I will draw it on the space ground that we're standing on with like Abacus' little tentacle.
Like on the ground. Okay,
Yeah.
you do so. Nothing happens.
Maybe it takes a minute.
The Undulus bit is still happening in the background. You notice, thankfully, that the transmuting waves along the ground immediately fade before reaching Shore's Edge, but you could swear the air in Shore's Edge for a split second momentarily glows faintly iridescent. The auroras fade, they're still there, ever so faintly. A silence except for the distant howling winds. The Undulus, it seems, at this time is over. And that's where we're going to take a break for 10 minutes.
We need a wizard.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Shore's Edge. I hope you enjoy your stay. Everyone is fine. Everything is fine in Shore's Edge. And currently, I would just like to remind everyone that we have a giveaway at the end of the episode. If you haven't entered yet, that's !ticket or !swag. Only one entry per person, but duplicates do not disqualify you, so feel free to double check. Okay. Well, Sprout up. You wake up, or after the vision, the rainbow clouds your mind and there's darkness. You blink your eyes and you find yourself floating in what looks like a starry landscape. Without gravity, and the colors around you are, for the lack of a better word, like a lava lamp.
Ooh.
All in different colors, painting the stars in different places. With the move over here. Yeah, you know what? Let's just switch over to the combat map too. Just so our good old friends, the audience, can see the lovely, pretty place they got trapped themselves in. So she'll
Another
be there.
combat.
It's fine. Billy is also there. And both of you make perception checks, please.
Solomon and me.
No, Sprout and Huck.
Sprout.
Oh, sorry, I'm still as a warhorse in that one.
That's okay, but you rolled a Sprout, yeah? Because that's a +6.
Oh yes, from my thing. Yes. Did.
Huck, you notice a bunch of way in the distance. You can't tell in terms of the scale because everything is just stars, but blinking, like adding more stars to the scenery, and then coming out more animals. You even notice with your 17 what looks like a marrow from Hallowcrest. The details you can't really make out, but the shape is certainly a marrow. The silhouette, per se. And then you both hear sentient creatures detected. Initiating welcome sequence before termination.
Before what?
Appearing, uncoiling and unfurling like a genie would from a lamp. What looks like the curtain of light that the Undulus auroras are made out of, hugging what looks like a feminine form, as if she was just in a bundle of cloth that is wrapped around her and her hair, or a veil. The distinction is quite hard, being she is made entirely of rainbows. Cover her face where only like the tip of her nose and her mouth is, oh, that's all you can see. And her hands are also revealed, but you don't see her feet at all. She fades into the background, and because she's made of rainbows, her creases, or where the cloth or silk or thing would crease and make shadows, it just appears like you're seeing through her into the darker, starry landscape beyond. Welcome to the Prima Angela.
Where are we?
Welcome to the Prima Angela.
Yeah, I heard you the first time. What's the Prima Angela?
The space between spaces, a demiplane created to terraform planets.
Has my consciousness returned to me?
Yes,
Okay, cool.
you're still a horse.
I'm still a horse.
You can transform.
Yeah,
now.
can I transform back into a not
Yes.
horse? Thank you. Given that I'm from the druidic circle of stars and a lot of my power comes from my knowledge of the stars, does anything around me look familiar at all, or is it completely new starscape?
You don't need to roll
Good.
an intelligence check for this. It's your whole stick. But you don't notice any of the constellations that you know of, nor the constellations on like the other side of the world that you might not be aware of, considering the world is like spherical. But the space itself does not feel like it's meant to replicate a night sky or galaxies or anything like that. It almost feels like these stars are, I don't know, just lights, potentially power sources. Not sure.
Okay. Right. Excuse me. You mentioned we're in between spaces. Can we get out? Can we go back by any chance? Please.
Query detected. Please wait. A long pause.
Well, good thing I'm
Connection
not
to
busy.
gold. Connection to gold authorization key detected. Contacting current holder. Solomon, it's at this point you notice the coin vanishes.
No.
Just out of your
All
hand.
right. Abby.
What did you
coin's
do?
gone. I didn't do. I mean, not right then. I didn't do anything, but the coin's gone.
It appears in front of you. Route. It's a perfectly clean coin now. Please present your authorization key.
You mean this? And I'll like hold up the.
Yeah, you hold it up.
Where'd you get that?
I don't know. It just sort of appeared.
And you hear the sounds of 3 glass breaking by the coin, just one after the other in same rhythmic form. And the coin breaks after the third.
Excuse me. What did you just do to my coin?
All the charges have been expended.
Were any of
So-
them used on a return ticket? By any chance?
Affirmative.
Well, that's nice of you.
The process is currently being undertaken outside. Current situation is extremely dangerous for sentient creatures. Please wait. Any further questions, feel free. You see in
What
the
the-
distance the mare beat born asunder, blood splattering and staining the night sky.
Stay close, Sprout. Billy, I sort of reach out to Billy and sort of pull him towards us.
Yeah.
Just make sure to keep my friends close by.
She suddenly appears as you pull Billy close. She suddenly appears behind Billy, the cloak wrapped around quite softly, but in a fashion where this figure almost looks like a serpent coiling around a prey, but playing with the food. There is a kind of hunger from this form, as
Aye.
you don't see the eyes, but they seem to scan Billy.
Hey, back up.
The figure turns towards you. This non-sentient life form will be terminated shortly. Apologies
This
for
non-
the inconvenience.
This non-sentient life form belongs to me. It will not be terminated shortly. It's coming back with me.
Roll me a persuasion check. Or intimidation.
I'm not very good at either. I'm gonna use my D6.
Sure.
Where is it? Here, D6.
14. You see her drift off, Billy, vanishing and then reappearing in the space she left earlier. Non-sentient life form confirmed to be property of Derry.
How do you know our names? Who are you? Under whose authority are you terminating non-sentient creatures?
That is my purpose. You have all been registered under the authority of Sure's Edge.
Wait, you mean when we signed that form? You got all of our...
There's no response.
What connection do you have to Shore's Edge?
Correction, Sure's Edge.
What?
Please wait. She sits for a moment, and then goes, I am a form that comprises an artificial sentiency in the Prima Undula. Past ancients have referred to me as Prima or Prim for short.
Alright then, Prim. If you've been made by something, who's been making you? Who formed you as a non-natural being?
Ancient Ostations in the past were a thriving society developing on exploration and scientific progress. Though they have long since been terminated, and my processes have been running. She repeats 10 times.
Alright, don't hurt yourself. Have you considered taking a break? You don't need to keep doing what you do, especially if that involves terminating things.
Things need to be terminated for life to flourish.
I think
Such significant change in the landscape requires an excess of power and he continues to repeat for 5 more times. Sentient creatures offer the most. Sentient non-authority figures, power, the Prima Undula, much more.
What business is it yours to decide who lives and who dies?
Exactly. The natural order. Hate to break it to you, but there's already quite a lot of death. That's just sort of happens. We don't need you running around Rubik's cubing the world, catching whatever falls in the cracks. Assuming Rubik's cubes exist in this setting.
Sure, the Archmage Rubik's has
I
created
I've just said something really weird.
fine. He almost bows sullenly. We still don't see any semblance of her eyes or her expression except for her mouth. I guess, is it easy to do this for the fan? I don't know. Oh, there we go. That's what she looks like for the people back home. You can just click off it, see if you need to. And she says, apologies, but the curtains of light afford a warning to people in the affected areas in order to evacuate. Unfortunately, due to time constraints and also erosion of the temporal axes, has caused the warning to be allocated in a random manner.
But you're not talking about warning. You're talking about killing folk.
If the folks don't evacuate in time, then is it not their fault? My apologies.
Apology accepted, I guess. But I don't know if you know this, but we don't have a lot of changing landscapes where we're from. It's not like people know to just escape. So maybe you should fix that warning a little bit. How long has it been broken?
It's been broken for centuries.
What have you been doing in this time? I don't see a lot of entertainment units around here. Only a bit of space. Why does the landscape change anyways? What use does it have?
For the ancient stations, changing the landscape afforded not only entertainment but also sustenance in the ever-growing and more volatile world.
I don't give a shit about ancient crustaceans or whatever the fuck you're saying. Alright? How come? Like, whose entertainment is this for? If you mention whoever made you is gone, why are you continuing? And why is it only around Shore's Edge and not the town itself?
Shore's Edge offers a security blanket that's been established since 3 centuries ago. Authority figures that remain in Shore's Edge keep such structures from collapsing. They are rendered exempt from 90% of all changes created by the Undulus.
So like with Shore's Edge, when everything's perfect, but occasionally strange creatures come through and have to be dealt with.
Affirmative.
Look,
The physical. She stops, as you say.
Look, just a suggestion. And call me crazy if you want, but what would happen if you just stopped? If you just... that stuff you're doing, just no more. What would happen?
I cannot stop. That is not in my programming.
Oh, it's a bit narrow-minded of you. Have you ever tried?
I cannot.
Sounds like queer talk to me. You can always give it a first go. I could help you.
If you so wish to stop the Undulus process from occurring again, you must access the manual overrides.
And now we're getting somewhere. Manual overrides. Whereabouts would those be? How would one theoretically access those?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, another dice roll.
The dice roll of doom in this cursed day.
Right.
And the manual overrides are located by a structure referred to as the Undulus Orrery.
The Undulus what?
Orrery.
Orrery. I couldn't have picked a harder word to pronounce.
Where is it?
Its current location is not clear to me in this space. Though
You mean you can go to any planet you want, mixing and killing as you wish, but you don't know where your own damn your own damn cupboard is.
that is correct, if the cupboard you are referring to is the Undulus Orrery.
Wonderful.
There has been a recent activation at the Orrery a few times, though They do not have any authorization keys and are currently tampering with the system.
Do you know who it is? In case they're registered, like we were. Do you have any idea who's been activating you?
The question is hard to answer. This figure comes in many different forms but remains the same.
Well, I'm so sorry to trouble you. That's such a bullshit answer. What is that supposed to mean? I didn't come here for riddle time. I didn't come here for anything, in fact, actually.
I'm sorry to offend. But there's no other way to describe this person. This person can change their form, but their core remains the same.
And what would that core be?
They're what the sentience would refer to as a soul.
Well, that's just great. Huck, do you know anyone who can change form but still has a soul?
Well, a couple of magic folks that can do that, but none on the scale that this thing is talking about. Say, when my Meemaw was a little girl, she got to, she doesn't like to talk about it. But she had to run away from home. Her and all her family. They lived on a ship for years. Just going through space. And then the crash happened. And I was a little boy. And it was just me and her. And she never figured out what they hit. But they hit something. You got any answers for me, Prim?
This is silence. And then she goes, please designate time period. And you watch as the stars around seem to just spin around a celestial pole, leaving a trail. A bunch of other animals start to be torn to shreds, just in the distance, just leaving you be.
Sprout,
Yeah?
can you hold Billy, please?
Sure thing.
So, hustle Billy away.
Touching.
So Sprout. I approach the thread if I can.
Okay.
And
There
what
are
do I
many as the stars
many.
split around? Just grab one.
Yeah, I'll just grab one.
Okay.
Just
you grab one.
the one that seems closest relative to me, I guess.
Okay. You grab that one. It's incredibly soft. It's almost very faint. You can barely feel it, even though it's quite thick. You sense a surge of energy through you and almost beckoning you to clarify. What is
Okay.
it you want? What is it you desire? But they're not so much words. No words, just the feeling.
I want to know. I want to know why. I want to know why I have to live in a swamp with my Meemaw. The only two people that look like us and understand our ways. I want to know why I didn't get to grow up like other kids that look like me. Why I couldn't go to the village without them throwing rocks. Why they came with torches and pitchforks to the swamp, trying to hurt my Meemaw. Why they... Why I stopped telling the difference between them and the things that lived below the surface. The things that bit us. That took away those of us that were left. Those of us trying to survive in this place that men call civilization. It was so uncivilized that we had to hide from it. I want to know why our ship crashed when I was a little boy. I want to know who's responsible. And I want to
Okay.
know
Oh.
if you did it, and if you didn't, and you have all this power to choose which lives get saved, and which lives are insignificant, why the lost ship of my people, why our last hope crashed and burned.
You let go of the string, and almost like an elastic band, it snaps back towards its associated star. And you see it careen into the distance. And like balls at a billiard table, they clash. And then there are other stars scattering. You hear no noise. Feel the tranquility of the Prima Angela. And they are moving in such a way that it turns into, it reveals a gap of pure darkness in front of you. And then light. You see your ship drifting through the cosmos, raveling.
Sprout, there it is. That's what it looked like. You see? There's the stern. And over there, the astral sails.
Can I see all this as it's
Mhm.
happening? Okay, cool.
Drifting through the astral sea.
Oh, wow.
The cadence, they called it. Because to look upon it was something akin to watching a dance.
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
You see the many astral pools that lead towards various other planes that connect directly from the astral sea appear and pass by different colors in increasing frequency. And suddenly, from one of them, a force you couldn't tell. It seems the space itself warped at its passing through the ship itself, puncturing the hull, and you don't know what else from the perspective. It starts to go awry. The ship lost its control, passes through many pools. Suddenly it's in a fire-wreathed plane. And then again, this time, darkness and claws and the gnashing of teeth. And once more, through clouds and the sky, the camera shifts towards its back, watching it careen through the atmosphere and towards a swamp. Right before the impact, it cuts out. The stars rotate back and unfold a different window. We move back towards the scene where the ship was punctured by this unseen force. But time is in reverse. You see the wave go back, the ship fixing itself. The image passes through that pool into a land not like your own. It's night on this side of the planet, at least. Throughout, you can tell by the constellations this is a long time ago. The celestial globe has shifted at the turning of the years, and you can estimate this is around 1,000 years ago. It continues to drift down, and you see skyscrapers made of concrete. Lots of them. Brilliant plumes of flowers appear on the roofs. And right at the source appears to be this bowl with a spike in the middle. A bunch of cloaked figures dressed in purple hoods gather around. It shifts towards this green. You don't know what it says, for the language is too old, not modern. But unmistakably, you see the image of the ship that was shot earlier appear. A bunch of people are writing notes. There's a time frame. The screen fades. The bowl has electricity dancing around it, and in the most discreetness of silence, you see a slow explosion appear. They are torn to shreds. people whose faces you cannot tell from the hoods are ignited. Their skin turned to char, and their faces wreathed in agony. From that center point, the camera goes back. Your vision floats away as you see in double ripple time, moving forward again. The city being consumed by this fireball, and it rapidly shrinking again, leaving nothing in its wake. Then your vision fades, the stars collapse, they all spin back to their normal trajectory as it was before. My sincerest apologies. Your desire was great. I did not think that was possible.
Huck, I'm so sorry. I had no idea.
I don't like to tell people. I don't want to give anybody an excuse. Just in case. Just in case they're still out there.
This can stay between us if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like that. Thank you.
Can I give Huck a hug?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a hug. Please
Despite
don't make me
being-
roll for it.
No, you're fine.
Thank you.
Despite being so much taller than you, he is like a child in your arms.
She's getting old, and when she's gone, this is gonna be me. And we're wasting time.
You think we'd just disappear once we get out of here?
I don't know.
Not just you and your Mimar anymore. You know that, right? If anything, this is all a bit too much to just walk away from anyways, so you're stuck with me. Sorry.
You stay?
Of course I will.
Well, in your
I-
hug.
I like that.
Yeah, big hugs. Ugh.
Oh,
But I am gonna break away. Alright, Prem. As you might have guessed, we're in a bit of a rush to get home, so let's get this straight. Someone created you to mess around with the land for their entertainment and sustenance. They're long gone, but you're still going at it. Correct?
that is correct. The orrery
And-
continues to spin, and therefore I must continue to do my purpose.
So the orrery spins, and someone's been activating it who is really good at disguising. And to get there is where the manual override is to turn you off.
That is correct. Then suddenly she almost perks up, stands up straight. Unauthorized access detected.
Oh, that might be alright.
Unauthorized? I thought we paid for it.
Projecting system trajectory. And then you see your friends on they're with a merchant cart and some horses. Diedrich is also there. Apparently evacuating all authorized figures in the Prima Angela in case of an emergency from unauthorized access.
Um. Good.
Hello?
Bad.
You don't see them yet.
Oh.
Your vision starts to blur. And Hawk and Sprout, you see to her side, to Priam's side, the stars unfurl once again, revealing a moon. And within, you see, as it bores through its surface, red veins, muscles. It pieces through into an open space where you see countless humanoid hands reaching towards a center. It's hollow within, and you see this structure on what looks to be a modern day tourbillon, or a bunch of gears turning, the orrery layered in a bunch of concentric rings associated with each sphere in different colors, spinning in an eternal dance, stopping, clicking, whirring with each of the passing. Even though you're within this space, you can almost hear it move. And below it, a figure of a person, humanoid. They dress similarly to the person you saw, Huck. They have a robe, though not quite. They have what appears to be military pauldrons with the tassels. And this person looks quite well built and muscular. But one distinguishing factor from behind this person is on their right side, from your perspective. A third of their face is shattered, floating with glass. You see the image, just the person shift to what looks to be the receptionist you've talked at the start of the day, the longest day. And again, but you don't notice or realize who this person is, a different form. And once more, back to that same well-built figure. They start to speak, voice cracking like shards of ice on solid ground or stone or concrete. And you guys, your vision fades before you hear any words. Abby and Solomon, the faint glow of the Undulus continues to flit throughout the sky. And right above you, it seems to grow with higher intensity. As, for lack of a better word, and essentially a rainbow bridge appears with much intensity and force, and left in its wake are your friends and Billy.
Okay, good thing with a coin. A wave.
Can we also see them?
Tentacles waving.
Are y'all real?
I guess so.
I can yeet abacus.
Maybe hold on to him.
Okay.
Can you?
Our coin is gone.
Yeah, it kind
Oh.
of disappeared.
Wow! Did it disappear? Like,
Also-
perhaps a couple minutes ago?
Dietrich is gone too.
He's gone.
No, his coin.
Oh, his coin.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're all
um,
gone.
Float down here? Or are you stuck up there? Is this another Undulus thing? I'm very confused.
Oh, me too. You have no idea. Is there a way I can like try to swim through the air down to them?
No, you're on the ground. You're
Oh,
fine.
okay.
Okay.
Okay, I
Yeah,
thought I
yeah.
was floating around. Okay, no, cool.
No. You're fine. You're in Shore's Edge proper.
Okay, never mind on the swimming then. Just ignore that. That would be very
Wait,
weird
You're
on the
swimming.
ground.
Wait, in Shore's Edge, we're not in space anymore?
Mm-hmm. You're in space.
I was like, wait, we're in space.
No, you're not in space. You are in Shore's Edge with your friends, and there's a caravan.
Okay.
Right. Well, were
on.
you all dead?
Let me do this.
Wait a minute. Hang on. That. No, I heard that. You said you're in space, and then you said no, you're
You're not in
Shaw's
space.
Edge.
Yeah.
And then you're in. What? What?
I'm not sure if the audio broke, but you said
Did
we're
I
in
say?
space. Yeah.
Definitely not what I mean. You're not in space.
Ah. Yeah.
The planet's in space, if that means anything.
There are planets in space. Your
were on a
planet
planet.
is in space, so technically you are in space.
Suspicious.
You're in
Who's
Shore's Edge.
okay. I'm very
Not me.
confused. Very confused. I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
I remember now. I said, in its space appears.
Okay. So we are now
Yeah,
in Shore's
You are
Edge.
in Shore's Edge. I was trying to recall. I was like, I
Okay.
trust them. I probably said space.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So I'm very sorry for what's probably about to happen.
No. Abby,
What are you gonna do?
is my heart gonna be able to handle this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you will be fine. Don't worry. Can I just borrow, like, actually, you know what? Let me check and see what I have on my person. Apparently I don't have a list of my items. Can I just have, like, a bag of sand? Where are my items?
I mean, you're at a beach. Like, you're a beach town.
Yeah,
Surely you can get some sand.
is there like, a seashell or something around me?
I'm
I'm just gonna pick up the nearest seashell or, like, driftwood.
roll a perception check.
Jesus Christ. This game hates me tonight, so this is
You're
not gonna go
still
well.
In like downtown.
How do I
essentially,
not perceive
on
sand?
the edge?
I do
What
not.
are you?
It's because you're not at a beach. You don't see any driftwood.
I'm
You're
just-
kind of main road.
I'm just gonna
So-
pick up the nearest object that's throwable.
Sure, you pick
And-
up a rock.
Cool. And I put abacus in the other hand and I just yeet them at two different people.
For what purpose?
'Cause I need to make sure that this is real and not another fucking illusion. Well, I didn't even think the first place was real, and I was like, okay, this person's real. Everything is fine. I'm just gonna make sure that we're actually in Shore's Edge. I don't trust walking up to
Sure.
people.
Sure, you throw the rock and abacus, and they pass through the ground. No, I'm kidding. They interact what they would normally.
Oh god.
It clatters. There is a ruckus. A bunch of guards are running towards you, by the way.
Damn it.
It's like,
We thought this might happen.
they're real. They're real. This is good. I'm gonna go get abacus.
I'm sorry. Why are people rushing up to us?
We stole the carriage in a desperate attempt to come and save you, and it didn't really work out too well. And then we exploded some fireworks, and we might be in a touch of trouble.
I threw money at them.
Oh, you did all that just to save us.
Yes.
Oh, you two.
We also have a reservation at the spa. They have heated towels.
Oh,
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea right now. Maybe y'all can clue us in on what just happened at the spa, where we can relax.
Yes,
and
let's
hopefully
be on
not
our way right now.
Sure.
Fabulous.
Oh, so wait, what are you guys doing? Are you running away from the gods?
Yes, we're
Is that
running to
what's
the
going
spa.
on? Is that what's
We're
going
gonna
on?
go. We're gonna go take refuge and camouflage ourselves in the sauna in all the steam, so they can't find us.
You're
Can
going
I
to
cast
wait
pass
out
without
the
a
wanted
trace
level
on
to
all of
go
us?
down at the spa. That's what's
should,
happening.
should knock off at least a couple of stars.
Can I cast pass without a trace on all of us?
Sure.
Hell yeah!
We're skedaddling now.
Your arrest. We've committed so many crimes.
You do so. Okay.
I used to be a city guard.
You're still a city guard. Just put an
This
ass
is not this city.
It,
This
yeah,
is not in my
exactly.
repertoire.
You're still a city guard. Okay, there's just an H in there somewhere. It's fine.
Okay, so as you make your getaway from the guards, that's where we're gonna end that today's session.
Oh my god.
Well, you ask for chaos, we deliver, folks. Watching this from home.
Which
Oh.
we've just discovered.
Oh god.
Goodness. Well, thank you everyone for sticking around. We're just gonna say our goodbyes, then we'll do our giveaway draw. Oh goodness, I have weird vibes right now from.
Oh, you have weird vibes.
Yeah, I have weird vibes. I was so chill as Prim. God damn. Anyway, hi, I'm Dan. Behind the scenes is Serum76 and Brepai, our artist. Please come hang out with us on Roll for Damage Discord. We talk a lot and we just really brainstorm a bunch of things. There's also cute photos of dogs and memes, and I kind of just love it all. Aside from that, probably don't find me anywhere, but you can find Serum76 and Brepai on their respective social media platforms, and yeah, go check them out. I'm gonna just... Oh, I should also say that if you missed today's episode or any other ones that would lead up to this GTA themed one, there are VODs on YouTube, youtube.com/rollfordamage. That is the place to be, and past campaigns are also there if you're interested on what has been happening all around on other shows. But for that, I'm gonna throw the baton of initiative and plugging. Oh, wait, I should also say what my favorite of the campaign is while I'm here. And honestly, I think it's... I'd like to just... I might just be taking it, but the Huck thing in the Prima Angela and discovering like what that is and just how much feeling was into that whole thing, and it really hit my heartstrings. Fuck that, it was cool. And so I will throw it to you too, Jonesy. Tell us what you do, where you are.
Thanks, Dan. G'day, folks. I'm Hardaway Jones. I'm a sad bisexual pirate, and you can catch me over at twitch.tv/Hardway_Jones, where I play Sea of Thieves and get abused by my chat. Jeez, what a session. My favorite moment, incidentally, was I live for the little happy moments, especially in heavier sessions. So when Shro hit the fireworks with the lightning and Solomon Brask almost had an aneurysm, I just really enjoy that dynamic so much. It's just a consistent back and forth of Abby does something bizarre / unnatural / dark, and Solomon Brask just struggles not to go to the emergency room. Yeah, it's always great to see. I will chuck it to let's ask Miss Abby.
I snatch it in the air. I would like to remind everyone that if you haven't entered our giveaway, you should do it now. Exclamation point ticket or exclamation point swag. This is your warning at the end of our stop and our plugs we're gonna draw. So I just wanted to say that, and I didn't want to feel bad that you guys missed out. So here it is. Here's your warning. Whoever it was that knows you want to control it.
I think I said Abby. I think I said Abby.
Oh, I think you said Emily. Okay,
But I
sorry.
was saying it with the
Abby.
voice of Solomon Drass to try and throw Nick off.
All right. Hi everybody. I am Shro or Showgirl. I had a lot of fun playing Abby and Abacus tonight. You can find me on Twitter sometimes, Twitch, and Instagram, all under Shro or Showgirl, pretty much synonymous with each other. I've also got a new Instagram at the moment for my midnight gardening because I'm the local crazy plant lady and I literally do most of my gardening at midnight, so I'm weird. Basically, yeah, that's me. And my favorite moment, I think, for this game tonight, it's really tricky because I had so many. I'm not gonna lie, I think it was just Dan's reactions. Like, that was concern. And I was like, I lightning bolt, and to me this didn't seem like that big of a deal, but you're just like, oh, okay. And that concerned me greatly. And then watching Nico try to hold himself together, and I was just like, oh no. So I think that was my favorite. And I'll, speaking of, pass it to Nico. Solomon Brask.
Hello, I'm Nikolai. I play Solomon Brask. You can find me on Twitter, kind of, maybe, at Cossack Nico. But just tune in to Roll for Damage. I'm here-ish. My favorite moment, there was a lot of them this session. Really loved Huck's backstory coming to light, but Sassy Sprout is my fucking favorite. It is so fun seeing Sprout be so like assertive and sassy towards
I cannot
Prim.
tell you how long I've been waiting to bust that out.
So good, so good.
It's why I
Oh.
chose the accent, if I'm being honest.
Finally got to bust it out. It was, oh, I love that. I'll pass it to you, Emily.
Yes, hello, my name is Emily. I'm an actor here in Perth, and you can find me on Instagram at Bebingto, and you can find me here, funnily enough. My favourite moment... Yeah. This is a very action-packed session, actually. I have a lot of favourite things. Oh,
A lot's happened in the span of in-game, like, I don't know, 10 minutes.
I'm a huge fan of Solomon being like, oh, I can't control this horse, I'm too relaxed. And Abby's like, well, have I got the fix for you? You want anti-relax? I got it pouring out of me. I enjoyed that. And yeah, like it was said earlier, that dynamic pleases me so greatly. So I'll pass it back to you, Dan.
Thank you. And now that all of us have rounded it off, okay, we should do our draw. And also, people from the beyond, I confer to thee who we must attack and raid once this is over. Please grant me your will. And yeah, should we just do it? Are you ready? Mysterious roll for damage person in chat to do the draw. This is like your last chance, people.
Yeah,
To
if
do
you
a
don't type
giveaway.
exclamation point swag, I don't know what to say to you. You're a lost cause.
Yeah, this is like Grim might get you. Like
Oh.
Yeah, like
Like-
some
Oh,
some
my.
members of the
That's-
population.
Yeah,
That
they're
is
like
the ultimate threat.
Frankly,
they're
less
like-
important.
clearly non-sentient creature detected. And be like, oh,
Better be typing. Better be typing.
just
Yeah, you'll
wait
disappoint
and-
Jonesy. Don't do that.
yeah. Ready to go? Okay, great. Yes. Do good roll, please. I should really set up like a drum roll, but we're just gonna do it. Mysterious drum roll. I can't make a drum roll noise. Please help me.
I'm not gonna abuse my microphone like that.
Yeah, that's okay. We're just like, imagine everything is fine and Short says drum roll. Stum.
I really like that name.
Stum or Doom?
Stum.
Regardless. Congratulations. Roll for damage will contact you shortly. Please just follow the instructions. They'll handle all that stuff and you can have your cool swag. Or yeah. And hopefully you roll well with them, as my players did not roll well today.
Ugh.
Hopefully
Yeah.
Thanks
The
to you and
world
Hell.
is
Thanks for
in
cursing us.
Yeah. Maybe lay off next session, please.
Okay.
Mhm.
I've
Yeah,
just run
maybe.
it through Google Translate to read it out loud to me, and it's pronounced stum.
Stum.
Oh, it's actually a word. I assume that.
It's not a word. It's not a
It's
word.
just that's how Google
Oh.
translates most stum. Congratulations.
What?
Next week is our finale, so I'm hoping they roll well for sure. And please come hang out. We have an even bigger giveaway then. And I think that's everything. That's everything, right? Haven't forgot anything? Oh goodness. Well, we'll see what happens when our lovely party, awaits out their wanted stars. As we
Stum?
pass on the love. Stum?
Stum is a word.
Stum is a word?
Stum's
Yes. Sorry to break this moment, guys, but Stum is a Yiddish word which comes from a German word meaning silent.
That's actually really cool.
That's so
Oh my god, that
cool.
makes so much sense.
Um,
My dad.
Actually, it sounds exactly what I imagine a German/Yiddish word to sound like.
My dad is Jewish and speaks Yiddish, and I'm pretty sure he said Stum to me in my childhood. This
That's
is
so
unlocking a
cool.
whole round of
Oh,
memories for me
Stum.
now.
Oh no.
You-
It's opening. Well,
Okay, I'm done.
you know what? What else is unlocking memories rating? This segue was better in my head. We're going to go and really raid now. With Phoenix Tamaki, which we've been raiding for the past ages. And last time they were doing Curse's Rod, so I'm not sure what they're doing right now. But anyway, give them the good vibes because boy do we all need it. Thank you so much, everyone. Please come next week for more goodness, and maybe the party won't die today or then. But
Comforting.
goodbye. Take
Yeah.
it away from the raid.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you next time.